It's your boy Jay back with another reaction video, whatever's on the noggin, where we sit here and discuss and talk about anything that comes to the noggin. I truly appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. See that thumb button below? Hit it. See that bell icon? Shake it so you can be notified when my videos drop. And as always, me giving credit to the content creator of these videos. What is this? Keeping it Real in America Part 22. Yeah, I like these. I like the truth videos. Let's get into it.
Seeing all the little middle school girls outside with wigs on their hair. And let me tell y'all this, that's where it started. My damage started right when I was in middle school. I was putting all this weave. I was putting perms in my hair. And yeah, my mama, she was that girl. She allowed me to be who I was. And she also allowed me to express myself while doing my hair. But little did I know it was going to be the start of my hair never being.
That was the problem. Want no structure. Her mom let her do whatever she wanted to do. And a lot of these women put stuff and hair products in their hair end up falling out because deep down inside they hate the way that they look. They hate themselves. How can you gotta ask yourself this, fellas, because my message is always geared towards the fellas to get they man purse right. But how can a woman sit here and say she love you or she care about you and she don't even love herself when she look in the mirror? Not to sit there and say you can't look nice all of a sudden, but when this shit is done daily and you don't know who you really dating or who you really with because they always putting on hair products and makeup and shit like that. Like, come on, man. That lets you know that they don't like the way that they look. And it's crazy.
Same. So this was the first side of my hair that became really damaged.
That's alopecia right there. Fellas, that's called alopecia. And a lot of ladies got that because she finna explain.
This is the most hair I have ever seen on my follicles. And I had put a glue in my hair. And when I say this was all completely bald, I don't know where any of this hair came from. It just came in one day and started growing in. Here go one side. This side isn't as bad. But let me tell y'all this. What they not telling y'all is them wigs, they too heavy for our scalp. That material that's on the inside of them wigs, that stuff is causing so much friction to the point where it's damaging our follicles.
I believe it.
But we ain't talking about that. Also, them weaves that y'all be putting in y'all hair, them braids and stuff, yeah, they may be cute. But they're also tugging at our follicles. And what I don't understand is, why are these little middle school girls walking around with lace front wigs on?
That's
don't y'all
crazy.
know that's where it all starts? They start them off young. They soaking in all these compliments and everybody telling them, oh, you look good. Not only that, they getting male attention too. So they get so used to it. They get so dependent on it because they not used to people giving them compliments. When they wore their natural hair, ain't nobody tell them how beautiful they was. Now all of a sudden they got this straight long hair and everybody on them. That was me. The men started talking to me. The boys started talking to me because I got no attention when I was in elementary school. I wasn't pretty at all.
Elementary school? Okay. Let's go. I mean, I don't know. I was practicing on learning how to spell and be bad and mischief. I mean, I guess you had guys that was, I guess it does start early, you know what I mean? But it starts at their home too, you know? Like, it wasn't no family structure there. I wonder if I could talk to this lady and ask her, did she have a father figure in the house, or was it just her mom? Or was she around some manly influence? If I had to guess, I'd say no.
I didn't get pretty until I got to high school and I started putting wigs and weave on my hair. It starts off at a young age. It gets to a point where they start damaging their hair, and then they gotta constantly keep putting wigs on because now they're embarrassed of how their hair look. Now their hairline is messed up, so they can't go outside without it. The damage get worse, and then in beauty supply stores, they just getting richer and richer.
Exactly.
The chemicals in the hair, no matter how much you wash it, the chemical is still there. Because no matter if you feel like, oh, that would never be me, all it takes is for one person to get in your hair and to damage your hair forever.
That's true.
This message is really for all the mamas out there. Please teach your daughters how to love themselves without the wigs and the weaves in their hair, so y'all can save them from a lifetime of pain. This is a bunch of pain. And
we need, and I applaud her. We need more women like her, a voice to go against these women that like she said, they don't love themselves. So you get what I'm saying? You got to look in that mirror and love yourself regardless. And the little things that you need to fix on, you can always fix on that. I ain't saying we got time, because time, that's one thing you can't get back. But If it's little things that you know you can fix, you can go fix that. But a lot of ladies look good the way that they do look, and they hate themselves because they look at Becky, who they seem to say that they hate, but they look at Becky with the long hair and want to mimic that. You get what I'm saying? But like she said, this also goes back to the guys too, the little simp guys, because we need to be telling these women, no, you look beautiful with your natural hair. You look beautiful the way that you look. You ain't got to go looking like Becky and Susie. You ain't got to look like none of them. You look beautiful in your own stature. So, you know, it goes both ways. You know, the guys need to start letting these ladies know. Don't stop lying to them for one, and let them know, like, look, you beautiful. You ain't got to worry. I'm just speaking about just, you know, facial looks and hair look. You ain't got to look in the mirror and hate yourself. Now, if you know you need to lose weight or something like that, you know, you always get your body right, you know, go to the gym or whatever, but that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about specifically looks.
Because, baby, I'm 30 years old, and I'm just now learning how to love myself and my hair.
Wow.
May 26th,
At
I'm
30.
not congratulating no bitch that's at the baby shower by herself. You're already a single mother, and the baby's not even here yet. You're embarrassing. What the fuck I look like sitting around and congratulating the bitch that's standing here at the gender reveal in the baby shower by her fucking self? You got a baby in your stomach
That's
that
true.
a nigga do not want, and he don't want you either. They're going outside, nigga. Y'all be congratulating these fucking people like they just got a fucking degree from college or something. Or like they came home from the Air Force or something.
And there's always women that prop the sorry ass women that prop women up to keep having, like he said, where's the guys at? She's at the gender reveal. Where's the man at? And this message is for the ladies. Ladies, where the guys at? Just have babies and congratulate, like he said, like you graduated from the Air Force or some shit like that. We prop that shit up, and there's only black people that prop that shit up in black culture, and we need to stop it.
The bitch laid on her back and got fucked by a nigga that didn't want nothing to do with her after the fact. Now
Damn.
she has a baby that the nigga wants nothing to do with. And why are we congratulating this bitch? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it don't make any sense to me how we be doing that shit. 2026, we not doing that at all. We're not doing that at all. We're not about to pretend like we don't know how babies get here or shit. Like, what the fuck? The bitch laid on her back and got fucked by a nigga that don't want her.
I agree.
One thing you'll notice in a narcissist that's being heavily influenced by demons is that they hate accountability, but they
Fact.
love to paint a narrative.
Facts.
With a narcissistic person and with demons, it's never about truth. It's all about chaos, confusion, and things have to look a certain way versus facing what actually is. So whenever truth is settled in, it's how can I switch the narrative? How can I make myself look good? Or how is it that I can conjure up some kind of lie or some kind of falsehood I created in my mind to make the other person seem as if they're that? And one common thing you'll notice whenever you attach yourself to this kind of person is that everything is your fault and they've never done nothing wrong. They minimize their flaws but maximize yours to make it seem like you're the problem. Their concern is not facing truth, it's running from truth, and they have to hide behind some type of chaos and confusion. Demons cannot hide in truth. That's why narcissistic people who are being hosted by demons create all types of confusion from the delusion of their mind, always trying to paint a narrative. The narcissist has to have some type of chaos to hide behind. They have to hide behind your flaws so they don't have to face their own. This is why a narcissistic person always brings out the worst in you.
That's true.
It's not so they can actually be better. It's because they got to make you seem bad. They got to have you at your worst to make them look better. And what's crazy is the things that they admire about you, they'll begin to not only mimic it, but try to siphon it out of you, literally draining you from the inside out.
And I always because I used to date a woman, and it was like she was always in competition with me, and I never understood that. But he basically explaining it. She was a fucking narcissist. You get what I'm saying? Like he said, they try to mimic everything. Hell, it was almost like she was trying to be me at one point to have other guys be like me. You get what I'm saying? You can't. This is a message to the ladies. I'm gonna send this message to the ladies, and this is where I think they get it confused. Yes, it's a lot of guys on this planet Earth, ladies. It's like, think about a lot of animals. If you know animals, every animal that I ever had, whether it was from a different race of animal or gender, Every fucking animal has a different personality. So likewise with humans, ladies, every man that you see, we don't act the same. We all have different personalities. And I think that's where my ex got it wrong, because she thought, well, damn, this Jay pamper me and give me shit, I can get the same resources out of this other dude that I like a little better than Jay. And it didn't work like that. The grass ain't greener on the other side. And every guy don't act the same. And y'all women act like that y'all got plenty opportunities. God only send 1 or 2 good people in your life throughout your whole life that we on this planet Earth, which it ain't long. But a little bit of time that we hear, y'all ladies get it twisted, like y'all got time and time again to get with these guys. And the guys that you getting with are the ones that just want, the simps that just want to slap the cheeks, but they're not going to take you seriously. See, guys, we think about in the future. Y'all ladies think for the moment. No, he basically cooking, because I was dating somebody just like that, had the qualities just like that, and was trying to mimic me and be me, and I didn't understand. Like, well, bitch, I ain't in competition with you. You better go get another nigga. I'll be in competition with that nigga. I'm not gonna be in competition with no bitch. But lo and behold, it didn't work. I went my way, and like I said, my message is to the man: level up spiritually, mentally, get your man purses right, and focus on yourself.
Admire the good parts of you, but jealous of you. Mirroring your good traits, but not because they actually want to be that way. They just want to give off the appearance. And you cannot reason with anybody who is not willing to face truth.
Facts.
So what do you do to free yourself from a narcissistic person?
Leave. Hell yeah.
What God has called you to do. You stop feeding into the games that they setting out for you, the traps that they setting. They banking on you to be emotional so they can keep you emotionally entangled with them.
Facts.
Stop falling for the trap. Stop trying to figure them out. Because all that is just a rabbit holes of lies. When it's this simple, they've been traumatized, they're insecure, they got a lot of stuff that they got to sort out, but they don't want to sort out, but they want to give off the appearance as if they did. Now, does that sound like somebody you can reason with?
Fuck no.
This is why it's important to know God, trust in God,
that's
ask
right,
God for strength, and give you the wisdom that you need, so that way you're not entangling yourself in some mess
he telling the truth.
You're not even supposed to be a part of.
Facts, brother.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just something that you got to realize. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. I dealt with a woman who fucking wrecked me. She wrecked my fucking heart. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that was because I pedestalized this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So because I pedestalized her and she knew that, she had leverage over me. You know what I'm saying? So because she knew that I was gonna do whatever to keep her in my life. So anytime that I didn't, you know, show acts of servitude to her demands, she had leverage to go and play games and make it seem like she fucking with another nigga, or actually fuck with another nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they do.
It wasn't until I took my power back and I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna just work on me.
Exactly.
That's when, you know, like the tables turn. You feel what I'm saying? But it wasn't, I didn't do it to control her or to try to get her tied to me or nothing like that. Cause I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I just understood this woman is never gonna be who I need her to be or who I want her to be. So I might as well get the fuck on and focus on my fucking self.
Exactly.
Yeah? Now I dealt with another.
And like I said, my message, what he just said, is what my message is to the man. Just focus on yourself and get yourself right. Women will fall in their place. They'll come. Just focus on yourself.
Other woman, this bitch was in love with me. You know what I'm saying? And the power dynamic was different because I didn't really give a fuck about this bitch for real. You dig what I'm saying? So I could say whatever, do whatever. I could slap my dick on her face and she would have loved it. You know what I'm saying? I took this bitch out to, you know, for free. Like, we didn't even do no, we was doing free shit. And she let me fuck her in the back of my car. You feel me? So it's like, and so the thing is, and this bitch still, she disappointed me because I caught her texting her ex-boyfriend. You feel what I'm saying? While we supposed to be building something. You feel me? So it's like, You got to get it through your fucking skull. Like she might not cheat on you. She might not go fuck another nigga, but she's going to disappoint you. And this is why, as a man, you gotta stop living to try to appease these bitches.
Facts.
And you gotta live for your fucking self. Stop worrying about the relationship and, you know, all of the intricacies of y'all dynamic.
Exactly.
Just do what the fuck you want to do, nigga.
Exactly.
Get your fucking money.
Facts.
Make sure you in the gym. Make
Facts.
sure you're meditating so your mind is right.
Exactly.
Make sure you're controlling your reactions. I'm not saying be emotionless, because
Exactly.
as a man, you're still human.
Preach, brother,
You know what I'm
preach.
saying? You're still human. You're gonna feel shit. You dig? But at the same time, you are in control of your reactions. So control your fucking reactions and don't be emotional. If
Exactly.
Shorty want to end the relationship, let her. Let
Exactly.
her fucking go. You dig what I'm saying? Don't fucking beg, plead, none of that shit, because now when you start begging and shit like that, that bitch gonna lose respect for you, because she gonna be like, you are not what I thought you were.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're not as composed as I thought you were. You're not as strong as I thought you were. You're not as much of a leader as I thought you were. You are you have a better chance getting that bitch back by not giving a fuck than giving a fuck.
That's true.
Real shit. And you shouldn't even want that bitch back no way, because you gotta let her face the consequences of her fucking decisions.
Bad decisions.
This is the thing. God made you a fucking leader. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He
Preach.
made you a fucking leader. These bitches don't know.
Like he said, God made you a leader. If the order is God, Christ, man, and woman, God made the woman to serve the man. It's not the opposite way around. And a lot of guys, once they start waking up to this truth, they'll start to stop simping for these women, because they gonna always date these women. Live off of their emotions. They're loyal to their emotions. They're not loyal to you. They're gonna be loyal to their emotions first. And however they feel at that moment is what they're gonna go with. You can't reason with nothing like that. So that's why, man, just focus on yourself. Get into the bag, get your own money, and gain this knowledge. And like I said, the women always be there. They'll come.
They don't know. So stop trying to be a good man to serve them and asking them, well, what do you like? And stop trying to fit that archetype and just be your fucking self.
Exactly.
They don't fucking know what they want. They are only loyal to their emotions. They are not
That's
loyal
it. That's
to
what
you.
I just said.
That's why, you know, a woman can say on paper, I want a man like this, like this, like this, like this, who got a good job, he make $100,000 a year, he in shape, he handsome, he this, he that, he a good man, he loyal, he don't fuck other bitches, he not out here in the streets. And they'll go and fuck the exact opposite of what they just fucking named.
Exactly.
Because they are loyal to their emotions. They're loyal to their biology. They're not loyal to you.
Exactly.
And get it through your fucking head. You don't own none of these bitches.
Exactly. Facts.
You let a bitch be a bitch and a hoe be a hoe.
Yep.
You don't own them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them. Like if Shorty gonna rip and run the streets,
Let her go.
that's cool. But your anchor should never be a woman. A woman should
Facts.
never be. That should be. This is rule number one. As a man, nothing outside of you should be your anchor. Your anchor should be your stoicism, your fitness,
Facts.
and your spirituality and your money.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying?
That's it.
Your skills. That should be what anchors you, not a bitch.
Facts. Not no woman. Like he said, the things that should be anchoring you should be coming from within, not from out. And most definitely not no woman, because that's why we die now for listening to women. You get what I'm saying? We got to reverse all of this shit. And man need to start being man and stand up and tell Big Mama, like, yo, Big Mama, Papa Bear telling Mama Bear, yo, you got to get your shit straight. That's all it is. And women need to start taking accountability, which most won't. So that's why I say my focus be towards the guys. Get your, like he said, spirituality right, get your mind right, get your fitness right, and money. Everything else will fall into place. Well, that's it for another video. Like I said, I truly appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. You see that thumb button below, hit it. You see that bell icon, ring it. And like always, peace, love, safety. Jay is most definitely out.